Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to look at the elimination method for solving a system of equations, okay? So what we did previously is we graph systems and we look for that intersection point, okay? Sometimes that doesn't work so well because the intersection point might not fall at a whole number. So we need a more precise, we need an algebraic way of solving a system of equations, okay? So that way is going to be called elimination. The concept behind elimination is that we can create pairs of variables that eliminate by having them add to 0, okay? Examples of pairs that eliminate would be like negative 4x and positive 4x, okay? 3y and negative 3y, all right? Or just x and negative x, all right? So in order for pairs to eliminate, they add up to 0. Okay, so let's take a look at how this works in an example. All right, so the first one, 2x and x, do those eliminate? No, they don't. Negative 3y and 3y, those do eliminate because negative 3y plus 3y makes 0, so I'm just going to cross them out. Okay, we added that pair and we made 0 or canceled out, so we're going to add the rest. 2x and 2x and x makes 3x, and 12 and negative 3 makes 9. So solve this equation for x. What we did here is we eliminated the y, and we're down to an equation involving only x, which is easy to solve. So this gives us x is 3, okay? Now to completely solve the system, we have to get the value of y. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this value, we're going to replace it in an equation, either equation, whichever you prefer, and you're going to solve for y. So I'm going to take the bottom equation, x plus 3y equals negative 3. I'm going to replace for x that we just got. So it's going to give me 3 plus 3y equals negative 3. Subtract 3 from both sides. So 3y equals negative 6. Divide, divide. So that means y is going to be negative 2. Okay, let's look at number 2. So in number 2, you should notice the pair that eliminates is the x's because x plus negative x makes 0. Okay, so then we added the first term, we're going to add the rest. Negative y plus 9y makes 8y. 7 and 9, 16. Okay, solve this simple equation. We eliminated x, so y is 2. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to go into the top equation, which says x minus y equals 7. I'm going to take this 2, I'm going to stick it in for y, so x minus 2 equals 7, plus 2 plus 2, x equals 9. Okay? All right, so this was solving by addition. All we did was added after we got those pairs that eliminated, but sometimes we have to do something a little more. All right, on number 3, 4x and 2x does not eliminate. 2y and negative y do not eliminate. So what we're going to have to do here is we're going to make a pair that eliminates, okay? What do I mean by that? We have 4x over here. In order to eliminate that 4x, I need a negative 4x on the bottom. So our goal is to create negative 4x, okay? I have 2x down here. What we're going to do is going to create it by multiplication. So 2x times what gives me negative 4? Well, 2x times negative 2 gives me negative 4. So if I multiply this by negative 2, I'll make that negative 4x. But we can't just multiply the 2x term by the negative 2. We have to multiply the whole bottom by negative 2. All right, so I'm going to put parentheses around the bottom. Let's rewrite. Top did not change. I'm just going to copy that over here. The new bottom equation, once we distribute negative 2 to everything, negative 4x plus 2y equals negative 2. Okay, this eliminates. 4y equals 6. Okay, divide by 4, divide by 4. Y is 1.5. Okay. Now I'm going to take the top equation, 4x plus 2y equals 8, and I'm going to substitute into y. So I'm going to go 4x plus 2 times 1.5 equals 8. 4x plus 2 times 1.5 is 3. So 4x equals 5. Okay, and by the way, decimals are going to be okay for this. When we divide everything by 4, x is going to be 1.25. Okay, so there we go. All right, number 4, we got a couple of options, okay? So these don't eliminate, the -3 and 2, the 6 and the 2 don't eliminate. So what I can do here is I've got a 6y over here, all right? I can make a -6y on the bottom, all right? Why don't I want to deal with the x's here? Well, I have a -3x over here. I would need a 3x on the bottom, but there's nothing I can multiply. There's no whole number I can multiply 2 by to make 3. So I'm going to work with the y's here, okay? So I have the 6y on top. I want -6y on the bottom. I'm going to need a -3 times -3 on the bottom. Remember, we're multiplying the whole equation, not just the y's. So top equation, didn't change anything, I'm just going to copy. The new bottom equation is -6x minus 6y equals 6. All right, so -9x, this eliminates, equals -6 and 6, 0. Which means x is 0. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to go into one of the equations and solve for y. So I'm going to use the bottom equation, 2x plus 2y equals -2. I'm going to replace x with 0. Okay, that just makes 0. So we're going to get 2y equals -2. Divide, divide, y equals -1. All right. So number 5 is going to be a little different. Here's why. 6 and 5 don't eliminate. 5 and -2 don't eliminate. All right. Now, in terms of creating pairs that do eliminate, I have a 6x on top, I have a 5x on bottom. I would need -6x on bottom. From 5, I can't make -6. There's nothing, 5 times, there's no whole number I can multiply 5 by to make -6. Okay, same story with the y's. I have a 5y on top, I need a -5y on the bottom. There's nothing I can multiply -2 by to make -5. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use least common multiples, okay, which is the LCM. All right, so the LCM of 6 and 5, that's 30, okay? So what I can do, our goal here is going to be create 30x and -30x, all right? So on the top, I want to create a 30x. I'm going to need a times 5. On the bottom, I want a -30x. That's going to mean we're going to multiply the bottom by -6. Okay, so sometimes you have to multiply both equations. So the new top is going to be 30x plus 25y equals 135. The new bottom, -30x plus 12y equals negative 24. Okay, so we're gonna get 37y equals 111. Divide everything by 37, everything by 37, and that means y is going to be 3. All right. Now, we have y, we want x, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into one of the original equations, okay? I'm going to take one of the original equations. I'm going to use 6x plus 5y equals 27. And I'm going to replace y with 3. So it looks like 6x plus 5 times 3 equals 27. So 6x plus 15 equals 27 minus 15 minus 15. 6x equals 12, divide by 6, divide by 6, and x equals 2. Okay?